Hi, Brooke. So I'll be answering your question where you asked, do you think constructivism is a good theory for looking at culture, or do you think there's another political theory or ideology that is better for this topic? And you were asking that based on the quote, constructivists think that the state interests are important part and constructed by systematic structures, not exogenous to them. This leads to a sociological rather than microeconomic structuralism. And I think that constructivism is a good theory for looking at culture because, like you brought up the example of how crickets are viewed differently in different cultures, there are lots of other similar examples, such as how cows are sacred in India, and so a lot of Indians don't eat meat at all, or at the very least, they don't eat red meat. But here in the US, there's a really high demand for red meat for human consumption. So we don't view cows at all sacred or holy in that manner. And so the interests of the country definitely affect how culture is perceived. If there were a really high demand to eat red meat in India, that could maybe affect the culture of seeing cows as holy or not. Um, and there are lots of other examples as well that I would go into if I had more time. But I think that the demand in a country drives its culture in some ways. And a lot of that can be based off of geographical location, political atmosphere, history. Um, so there are a lot of aspects. But yes, I do think constructivism is a good theory for looking at culture. And I think your quote did a good job at supporting that idea.